What's happening, Wolfpack and Cool Kids? It's your one and only boy, CJ So Cool, and I'm back again with another sneaker vlog. This time it's part 3. I brought down actually one of my favorite numbers of my collection, which is 11. If you don't know, I stop at 14. I only buy Retro 1 through 14, so that means, yes, everything up until 14. But after that, I don't even think about it. So 15, 16, 17, etc., you get my drift. I've never ever thought about even owning a pair of those shoes. But out of my favorite, 1 through 14, 11 has to be my favorite number. 1, because of the patent leather. Like all of the 11 is going to have the same exact patent leather. Only difference is going to be the color or whatever. But the patent leather part of this shoe is almost indestructible. You can do anything in this shoe. I've actually played basketball in the 11s before and did not mess them up. The bottom actually is one of my favorite / least favorite parts of the shoe. As the shoe begins to get older, it actually begins to turn yellow on the bottom. That's because of the oxygen or whatever. You're wearing your shoes outside. Of course you're going to wear your shoes outside. Even if you don't wear your shoes, over time, the air somehow seems to turn the clear part under the shoe yellow. That's one of my least favorite parts of the shoe, but still my favorite because once they're brand new, you get that icy blue look. And that's the look that I wish always stayed. But these shoes, I swear, they were inspired by the greatest player ever. That's what it says on the tongue. That's none other than himself, Michael Jordan. I'm sure Stephen Curry will have some tight-ass shoe eventually, but right now, I'm not messing with Steph Curry's shoes. But the story behind this specific shoe right here, the Cool Grey 11, I had this shoe when it originally came out. Not originally, because then I probably wasn't born, but when they came out again, I got them once I was old enough. And I eventually end up selling them to somebody because those were the shoes that I played basketball in. I had played basketball in the Cool Greys, and you could begin to kind of tell that I worn them. They weren't like as crispy as this, so I was like, why not sell them? Sold them or whatever, right? Well, I came to Vegas, and then they got this great shoe store in there, It's called Urban Necessities. And I walked in there one day, and I'm like, oh, snap, you got the Cool Greys in my size? Let me get that. And if you don't know about Urban Necessities, man, my homie JC, he's the owner. It's a consignment store. Basically, you could go up in there with these pair of shoes, right? With the box, of course. Tell them how much you want to sell them for. Leave the shoes there, sign some paperwork or whatever. When they sell your shoes, they will send you a check for whatever the profit was. If you wanted to sell your shoes for $300, right? I think he gets 10%. You would get $270 and he would get $30. That's how cool that store is, I swear. Anyway, I bought these shoes for like $200-something, and these, if I ever sell them again, I'm selling them for $1,000. No questions asked, I don't care. Cool Greys are one of the best 11s ever. Now these, Concord 11s, this is the best 11 ever right here. This, I will say the Space Jam is better than this, but no, it's all black. This is better than that. Everybody loves white and black because that is the most neutral combination you can get. And like I said, the patent leather is on every 11. It's just so shiny. Like I wish they could just create a word for so and shiny together. Like let me see, shiny. No, that didn't make sense. But still, these shoes make every bit of sense. The bottom of this shoe, like I said about the Cool Greys, over time it's going to begin to turn a little color or whatever, but that just comes with wear and tear. Who really cares about the bottom anyway? I'm just looking at the shoestrings, make sure they're super clean, make sure the patent leather is super shiny, and make sure all the white parts of the shoe stay clean. That's all I'm really concerned about. Now, we're going to skip to the ones. Now, I know that I had all these 11s out here, and of course I have to put the one in the middle, the one. This is the old love, new love, but this is actually the old love, the red, white, and black. I love this shoe a lot. Just like the white and black, this is one of the most neutral colors. No, I do not gang bang, so I would not be getting caught walking through no Crip hood with these on. Like, of course, when I go to the Crip neighborhood, if I was to go to a Crip neighborhood, I would probably wear a neutral color as all white. But these shoes right here are definitely at the top of my list when it comes to retro ones. I got a lot of retro ones, a lot. But the suede on the Nike part right here, the black leather, the white leather, the red leather, it's just too sexy. It's just too sexy, bro. This is why this is one of my favorite retro ones. And of course, Michael Jordan actually wore these. So this is one of the shoes that I'm glad to have. You want to have that shoe that Jordan played in. Hence the Concord 11 or the OG Bread 11. Everybody's favorite. I don't care what gang you in or what school you go to. Everybody seems to love this shoe. No matter what. And you know, if you can't afford Christian Louboutin, this is the black person's version of red bottoms. So when they say they got on red bottoms, more than likely they talking about Jordan 11, OG Breads. This is one of my favorite shoes right here, man. A lot of people I know actually got this shoe, which is why I don't really care too much about it. I wear it a lot. If you can zoom in, you will be able to see like this part right here. I put my shoes on like any kind of way when I put this one on because this is an everyday shoe for me. If you see me in public, I probably got these on right here. So that's why people be like, CJ, why you don't wear all your shoes? Well, it's because I got a select few of shoes that I could just seem to wear with anything. And this is one of those shoes. In the summertime, I'm gonna have these shoes on all day, every day, all day, nigga. So when you see me, definitely don't forget to say, CJ, where's your OG Bread 11s? I thought you wore them every day. If I don't have them on though, it might be because of the 7210s that I got. Now, the only thing I don't like about the 7210s is some smart ass is bright enough to make the bottom of the shoes white. Why would you do that? Like, clear is already hard enough. Let me show you. Clear is already hard enough to keep up. Now you gonna give me a white pair of bottom shoes? Come on, Jordan. Come on, man. Anyway, I do like these shoes a lot, and I have worn these shoes. Like I said, they're easy to wear. They all black with a little hint of white. And the red Jumpman alone makes these one of the sexiest 11s ever. Like, none of these Jordans besides, oh, this is the actual, I'm tripping my bad. None of these Jordans have a shiny Jumpman on them at all, but this one. This is the only one. The actual Space Jam Jordan, which is not on display. A lot of you probably got at home or are going to wonder, why don't I have? I did have those pair of shoes and I sold them. I only sold them because they was a size 13, and at the time, I didn't think that 13 was my shoe size. I felt like it was too big and clumsy looking. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to sell these shoes. And I sold them to somebody and I regret it. But whatever, you know, one day I might go up in Urban Necessities and find that pair of Space Jam 11s that you guys all love to see and bring them home for you. Matter of fact, if I do see them in the store, I will vlog myself buying the Space Jam 11s because they are one of everybody's favorite shoes. But these are today's favorite shoes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the shoes brought to you, and if you did, make sure you leave a nice little comment. If you want to see me talking a little more about anything specific, make sure you leave a comment because Royalty actually has been reading all the comments, and she let me know that you guys want to hear stories about the shoes. I will tell one story every day about one specific shoe because every shoe doesn't have a story. But today's story goes to the Concords. I had these shoes already, right? And I did not sell them. I would not ever sell this shoe, I swear. I shipped them to Indianapolis, Indiana to a guy whose nickname was Peasy. I won't put his real name out there, but his nickname was Peasy. So if you're from Indiana and you know this guy, this is a true story. I shipped him these shoes with another pair of shoes that I didn't bring down because I don't have them, wow, coincidentally. And I shipped him money, which is illegal. So kids watching, do not ever do this. Don't ever put your shoes in a box and put cash in the box and send them to somebody because they're going to customize your shoes. Don't ever do that. Because real life, I sent him my shoes and I sent him cash money, and 6 weeks later he finally responded on Instagram and said, your shoes aren't ready yet. Even though I seen pictures of my shoes on his Instagram, he had painted my 11s all red and they were so beautiful. I was so happy. I'm like, oh, I'm about to have the best custom Jordans in the world. And then they ended up looking so good, he just stole them. Like, he literally did not return my shoes or the money. I ended up getting with an altercation with this guy over the cell phone, because of course I had his number, and when I called him, you know, he's cursing me out, acting like I did something wrong, when all reality, he's the one that was in the wrong. He stole my shoes, he stole my money, and he misled me. So, guys on Instagram, scamming people, you guys got to stop doing that, man. Because you know what? Good things come to good people, not bad people. So you steal enough shoes and enough money, and eventually something will come back to haunt you. Just letting you guys know that. But that's the story of the day. So tomorrow we will have a whole new story for you guys. Peace.